Hi everybody. I thought I would come on here today and do a tutorial about how I do my makeup with SEINT. Many of you have asked for this. You've purchased the makeup, you know, have the makeup, and you're kind of like, what do I do with it now? So I figured I would do a little tutorial. If I came to you and we did a one-on-one consult, then you know that I usually start with my two primer products. So I start with my Revolution Hydrate and then my Make It Last Matte setting spray. I do those two on my face before I even start with my makeup. So I've done that before we started the video. So here's our compact. You saw it if I came to you. Compacts come in all different sizes. My recommendation for people that are just starting out would be this compact here. It's a double, so you get 2 layers of makeup in this tiny little magnetic compact. Everything comes in magnetic tins and you just pop the tins in. This entire little cosmetic box can hold everything that you need, from concealer to foundation to bronzer to eyebrow filler, eyeshadow, eyeliner. All you would literally need is this, a brush, and then your own mascara. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have done my prep, I'm ready to go. I generally start with my contour. So there's so many different ways that you can do this makeup. I'm experimenting with different ways, but the general way and how I feel I look best is I start with my contour, and I usually put it on with my fingers, and then I will brush it and blend with my SEINT brushes. So quick reference, again, if I did your makeup, you'll remember, you're going to look for the points of your eyebrows, go like this. Your contour is gonna wanna go here and here, right up near your hairline. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my contour color. My contour color is olive. I'm gonna put a little bit there. I'm gonna put a little bit there. It's gonna go under the cheekbone, okay? Then we're going to frame the jawline, just like that. A little bit under the chin. Then what I do is I take my middle finger, rub them together, get a little bit there on my finger, and we contour the nose ever so slightly, okay? So that's our contour. Then we're gonna go in with our main color. Mine is Candlelit. So here's my compact. This has most of my foundation colors here. So what I like to do is, again, I just start with my medium color, and I'm going to put it where I don't have the contour. So I have a little bit up here, and I always start out with less is more. If you put too much on, it's gonna look cakey. You're not gonna like the way it looks, the way that it feels. Put a little under there, because you can always go back and add more. A little here under the lip. Now, so here's my, so now I have my contour, I have my main highlight, my pop highlight. These are places that I want to put where I want to show a little bit of pop in my face. So this is my lighter shade, which for me is White Peach. So I take a little bit of that on my finger. It's going to go underneath my eye ever so slightly, just like that. I usually go right down the center of my nose, and I do a little bit here, a little bit in between the eyebrows, a little bit right there. Okay. So that is pretty much our foundation. Now we're gonna blend it. We're gonna watch some of the magic happen. Take my 3D blending brush. All of these brushes are double-sided, washable, and they are so soft. You can't even believe it. Okay, So I start usually on my forehead. I'm gonna blend that contour right into my hairline, like that. Blends right in. Blend in that main highlight all up and around, just to even out the forehead. I go right down over my lids. That gives a nice little base for when we start our mascara and eyebrow application. So I'm just contouring and blending all over my face, gently. Now I'm on the cheek, just blending up. Okay. Up like that. Making sure it all goes in. On the jawline, you're gonna pull down, obviously. Okay. Blend, blend, blend. So, this looks pretty good. And usually if I've come to see you, what I do is I literally just take a piece of I try a couple different colors on your forearm, and we can try and match from there. But the beautiful thing about SEINT is I usually match 3 highlight colors and then a contour color. So that's gonna get you through, if you're living in New York like I am, all seasons, right? Because our skin changes with the seasons. Right now we're in summertime, spring, summer. So we're gonna start going out, we're gonna get color on our face. So we're gonna need a darker foundation. I might not need my white peach, which is my lighter color. I might just switch it over to my candlelit, use more of my bronzer and my contour. So that looks pretty well blended to me. But I like to give myself a little bit of bronze. See how that looks just so nice up. Colors over the cheek, and I don't even have blush on yet. Just gives it a really nice look, 3D look. Okay. So now we're gonna take our bronzer. The Bella bronzer is amazing. It's this color right here. Excuse me, I have an itch. Okay. Again, on the finger. Anywhere I want a little bronze. Definitely want it here, here, little on the nose, not too much. Again, a little goes such a long way. Okay. This is my bronzing SEINT brush. I'm gonna take the short stubby end here, and we'll start up here with the bronzer on the forehead, and we're just gonna blend. Blend, 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 blend. Okay. See how that just adds a sun-kissed look to fair skin, which is what I have. I'm just making sure it's all rubbed in, pulled down on the cheek. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay. All right, good. Now we're gonna do our lip and cheek. My lip and cheek is Plum, which I absolutely positively love. Take a nice little bit on my finger, remember what I told you if I met you in person, right here on the ball of your cheek when you smile, right there. And generally people don't start there. They start much further back. You can start right there. And a little goes a long way. Okay. That's what we need. Okay. This is our blush brush. I'm gonna take this side right here and we're gonna blend back and up, right? Let's see. Let's see, this one way too far down. So we just take our contour brush, cover that up. It's all like a paint by numbers. Nothing has to be ripped off and put back on. It just gives a really nice blush color to the cheek. I mean, and you can go as heavy or as dark as you like. This would be, you know, my everyday look. I'm going out, maybe I would wear a darker shade or something more, you know, to accentuate, but for every day. Then I take the same exact color and I can add it on my lip. And again, this is Plum. I also have another color here, which I like, which is Pink Watermelon. So sometimes I put a little bit of that over top. Gives you a really nice little color there. Okay. And I have no lips, so, you know, maybe lip injections are in my future. We'll see. Okay. Next thing I like to do is my brows. So I am blonde with light skin, generally speaking. I do have my hair dyed, but so I always am constantly filling in my brows. I feel like my brows are non-existent half the time. So first thing I do is just brush them. Make sure they're nice and brushed. Okay. Now, I am going to take my eyeshadow palette right here. I have a color called Oak, and that is what I use to fill my brows. I used to use this Almay product. It was like a brown pencil, but it was almost like a cream base, and it looked very thick and dark. This looks so much lighter and more natural, I think. I am using my eyeshadow SEINT brush, the small tip here. Put a little bit of Oak on that tip, and I just start to fill it in. And it gives it just a nice little color. I mean, look at the difference. One trick I've learned through all of this too, if you put your pencil up to your nose, that is where your brow should end. So I am always a little short because clearly the ladies that do my brows took a little too much. So I'm always filling in ever so slightly. And let's do the other one. And that's it. I mean, it's very easy. Okay. All right. So now we have everything done. We just have to finish up with our eyes. I did prime them with a little bit of the foundation as I was blending, right? So that gives it a nice little cream base for your shadow to stick to. So I I'm gonna probably do my everyday eye, which is just like a subtle, nice little shimmer. This is a color we call Sabrina. Put Sabrina all over the eye like that. Just give it some nice little color. Little shimmer. Just like that. Okay. Now I have a mauve color. This one right here. It's called Mama. Take that. And I'm just gonna go back and forth across just the lid on that. Just the lid. Okay. Nice and light. All right, so that just gives it a little something. I think that looks really pretty. Now I have a Bend and Snap color, which is like a little more on the purplish side. I like to take a little of that, put it in the corner. Give it a little dimension there. And based on how you use these colors, if you put them on your brush, they come out a little lighter. If you put them on your finger, ever so slightly, take it and put it on the inside there. Just like that, same color. Gives it a little more definition. And then we're gonna just blend. 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 I think that's pretty. Might add a smidge of that oak. So this is that oak color that I actually used on my eyebrows, just putting it in the corner to give a tiny bit of dimension and 3D effect to that eye, just on the corner edge there. Looks pretty. And then instead of a heavy under the eye liner, I take that purpley shimmery Bend and Snap, the smaller part of my brush here, my brow brush, which probably still has a little bit of oak on it. And I just line the under part of my eye to give it a little shimmer and depth. Okay. Next, I have the powder eyeshadow or eyeliner, which has been like a total game changer. I've always used liquid eyeliner, which I found if I didn't let it dry properly, when I opened my eyes, I would get that liner line up here, and then you're cleaning and you're taking it off and you're reapplying. With the powder, that doesn't happen. So this is another, it's a lip and brow brush. Dip it in the black eyeliner color, and I just come across and do the liner the way I like it, which I like to do a little heavy on the top. And this stuff is so good. It lasts all day. Okay, there. So that looks good there. We are just about done. put my mascara, again, I just buy the my Maybelline. It's Lash Sensational. Go under and above, right? Sometimes I put my fakies on, my fake lashes. Other times I don't. Usually for every day, I definitely don't. To go to work, to run the kids around. Okay. Last but not least, the setting powder. Again, if I came to your house, you know it's important to do a setting powder. This setting powder I found on Amazon. I'm obsessed with it. It's just Maybelline, nothing fantastic or expensive. I think it was $11. Taking my 3D brush, getting the tiniest bit of setting powder on there, and then fluffing all over my face just to set that makeup in. You could put a little gloss on your lips if you like a glossy lip look, but that is the basic for every day that I do. And I hope that this helps.